I'm from Koloa, Kauai. Here on Mauna Kea Access Road at 6,000 feet, where we are engaging not in protest but in direct action, where we are taking matters into our own hands to uphold justice and to protect our sacred mountain, Mauna Kea, and to really take a stand for our people and really for the future, for our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. But most people know this is not the first Mauna Kea issue. In 2015, we held off the TMT and prevented construction and have gone through a series of lawsuits and contested case hearings. And at this point in time, we have exhausted all structural remedy in terms of hearings, lawsuits, permitting processes, etc. So we are at the end of the road, and we have resorted to nonviolent direct action to block the road to prevent construction equipment and workers from desecrating our mountain. We've been here for, I don't even know, 45 days perhaps. And our elders, our kupuna, our elders have taken the lead in the blockade, setting up basically an entire camp across a two-lane access road. But we are with an organization called HULI, Hawaii Unity and Liberation Institute, and we help to organize and strategize this blockade and this camp. We knew that we needed to create a space where people could come and organize and occupy and be safe as we engage in long-term direct action. So part of our strategy was to create what we call a pu'uhonua, a traditional place of refuge, which really a pu'uhonua was oftentimes used in times of war, where it was a land base that was dedicated as something like a sanctuary, where if you were being chased by your enemies in war, you could make it to the pu'uhonua, you would be safe and free from harm. And so for the first time, and we don't know how many years, probably at least a couple hundred years, we have reinstituted a traditional pu'uhonua through ceremony with the authority from the Royal Order of Kamehameha, which is an order that perpetuates the legacy of King Kamehameha the Great. They were established in 1864, and they have carried on his legacy and tradition in honor of the great uniter of our islands and the establisher of our kingdom of Hawaii. So the Royal Order assisted us and supported us, I would say, and endorsed the establishment of this pu'uhonua, and we worked with them because they have maintained an ahu, an altar, a traditional altar that they established approximately 20 years ago. And we're kind of out here in a remote area where there's nobody really living out here, and it was the Royal Order that we felt that had the strongest connection and authority, the mana, to help establish this pu'uhonua. So once we established it, we were hoping that a couple hundred people would come and support us, and I think to date we've had tens of thousands of people come up to the pu'uhonua and stand with us. We've had many international supporters come in solidarity. But I want to really turn it over to one of our leaders who has emerged as a primary leader of this movement, and who really has the ancestral ties to this land and a legacy from one of our renowned warrior chiefs of the late 1700s, a chief called Kanuha. And in our stories, it is the chief Kanuha who dealt the final death blow to Captain Cook and ended that horror of spreading disease around the Pacific. And a direct descendant of the great chief Kanuha, sitting next to me, is Kaho'okahi Kanuha.
And perhaps you could start off by explaining what the TMT is and what your demands are, what you're fighting for.
TMT is an acronym for 30-meter telescope, and that is a new telescope that they are attempting to build at the summit of Mauna Kea on the previously untouched northern plateau. The reason why we're fighting against this telescope, there are many reasons. Some of the reasons is that this mountain, this Mauna, is sacred to our people. It is sacred in our culture, in our understanding. And this mountain has faced severe desecration and degradation over the past 50 plus years through the mismanagement of the State Department of Land and Natural Resources and the University of Hawaii. And they have already gone ahead and allowed the building of 13 telescopes on our Mauna. Many of those, if not all of them, against the will of the people. The first was put up in 1968. It was a 30 millimeter telescope. And here we are in 2019, and they are attempting to build a 30-meter telescope, which would be by far the largest telescope ever placed on Mauna Kea. This mountain, again, is sacred. It is the dwelling place of many of our apua wahine, of our female deities, such as Lilinoi, Poliapu, Ho'okane, Wai'au, Mo'oinanea, among others, with some male deities as well, such as Pukahaula. This is also not what the United States and the state of Hawaii likes to refer to as ceded lands, but these are lands that are seized and taken from us illegally, and we have never relinquished our rights to these lands, and we have never consented to the building, to the development, to the desecration of our Mauna. And so we are in a time where our people are awakening and arising. We now remember our history, our culture, the truth of our status as a people and as an illegally occupied kingdom. And like Andre said, we are standing on the side no longer. We will no longer allow the further desecration of Mauna Kea. We will no longer allow further marginalization of our people. We have taken things into our own hands. And as he mentioned, the state and the system has failed us on every single level. And even in the instances where we did succeed, they came back with another process to negate it. And so we've been put in this position again for the second time, like we were in 2015 when we first stopped the TNT and their construction. We've been here now for 44, 45 days. We lost track about 40 days ago. But we're here, we remain committed. We stand on a principle called kapu aloha, which is a terminology that we use at the most basic and simple level to define and describe our commitment to peace and nonviolence. And so we've been here now for over 40 days. We have not had any confrontation or any episodes with any of the law enforcement agencies over the past 5 weeks or so. But they did in the first week make an attempt to move this mountain, where we solidified this blockade here across the street from the puhonua that we established. And they have never made it any further up than the cattle guard, which is less than an eighth of a mile inland of where we're sitting right now.
What can people on the mainland or other leaders of Rainbow do to help?
Well, one thing is, as we've experienced from people from all over the world that's coming here. People have come here from California, from Minnesota, from all states in the United States, Tahiti, Aotearoa, Cook Islands, Germany, whatever the case may be. People from all over the world have come and stood with us in solidarity. And so all people are welcome here. You can follow us on social media at Pu'uhuluhulu, which is Puuhuluhulu. We have Protect Mauna Kea. We have Huli, Hawaii Unity and Liberation Institute. And in all of those platforms, you can find ways to donate, whether it's financially, whether it's supplies, materials. We have a few different groups here who are accepting those donations. Huli being one of them, Kahea, the Hawaiian Environmental Alliance, and we also have just our puhonua here, which is receiving donations on site. And so, however you feel you can help, reach out to us in one of those ways, and we can work together. And we're very appreciative of all of the support that we've received so far, because it has been tremendous. It has gone way beyond our expectations and our hopes that we initially had when starting this. And so we want to mahalo and thank everybody in Hawaii, beyond, all throughout the world, who have given us support and continue to give us support and who will give us support, because that is undoubtedly a major contribution towards the success that we've had up to this point.
Thank you very much.
Another way to follow us is we have a website, Pu'uhulu pu'uhuluhulu.com. puuhuluhulu.com. pu'uhuluhulu.com. And there you can read updates, you can read background info, and we have donation needs there. And also reiterating, probably the most up-to-date information is coming through Pu'uhonua or Pu'uhuluhulu Mauna Kea Facebook page. Kind of a complex name, but I want to share our, if possible, our logo so you can kind of see, make sure you got the right one. Just zoom in there at the top.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Pu'uhonua or Pu'uhuluhulu Mauna Kea. That's our Facebook page. All the live streams, latest updates,
Okay.
everything can be found there.
Take